Let's be honest, nothing stings quite like realizing that someone you once cherished doesn't see you the same way anymore. Maybe she was your girlfriend, your wife, or just someone you had strong feelings for. But now, something has changed. Maybe she ignores your messages, treats you like an afterthought, or makes you feel like an option instead of a priority. And yet, despite knowing that she doesn't value you, you're still emotionally hooked, still hoping, still waiting for her to care like she used to. If this sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. The good news, you don't have to stay stuck in this emotional trap. You can break free, regain your peace, and become the strong, centered man you were always meant to be. How? By mastering the art of emotional detachment, using the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. And don't worry, Stoicism isn't about becoming a heartless robot. It's about reclaiming your power, your dignity, and your sense of self-worth. So let's get into it. Step 1. Accept the reality, even if it sucks. The first step to emotional detachment is to accept the truth, even if it's painful. A lot of guys get stuck in the maybe phase. Maybe she'll change. Maybe she just needs time. Maybe if I do this one thing, she'll see my worth. No. The moment you start clinging to maybes, you're giving your peace away to someone who isn't even holding on to you. A Stoic doesn't fight reality. He looks it straight in the face and says, okay, this is what it is. Think of it like this. If it's raining outside, you don't argue with the sky. You grab an umbrella. The same principle applies here. She doesn't see your value. That's the reality. Arguing with it won't change it, but adapting to it will. Accepting reality is one of the hardest things to do, but it's also one of the most freeing. You don't need to spend nights overthinking why she changed or what you did wrong. The fact is, people change. Feelings fade. Sometimes, no matter how much effort you put in, the relationship is simply not meant to be. Instead of resisting, embrace the fact that life is full of endings, and not all of them are bad. In fact, most of them lead to better beginnings. When you stop resisting the truth, you start taking back control. The energy you were wasting on trying to fix something broken can now be redirected toward rebuilding yourself. You can focus on things that actually bring you peace and happiness rather than stressing over someone who doesn't see your worth. And that is where your real power lies. Step 2. Control what you can, let go of what you can't. Here's a hard truth. You can't control how someone feels about you. You can't force someone to value you, respect you, or love you. But what you can control is how you respond. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and famous Stoic, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." A lot of men waste precious time and energy trying to change something that is completely out of their hands. They believe that if they say the right words, behave in the perfect way, or give enough love, they can make a woman love them back. But this is a losing battle. Love and respect are not things you can beg for, negotiate, or earn through effort alone. They are given freely, and if they are not, then they are simply not there. Instead of spending your time trying to win back someone who doesn't value you, shift your focus inward. What can you control? Your mindset, your actions, your reactions. You can control how you let this situation affect you. You can decide to stop chasing after someone who doesn't care. You can choose to move forward and invest in yourself rather than wasting your emotional energy on someone who has already checked out. Think of it this way. If you're holding onto a rope that's burning your hands, the more you cling, the more pain you feel. But the moment you let go, the pain starts to heal. Holding on to a person who doesn't value you is just like that rope. The tighter you grip, the more it hurts. But the second you release, you find peace. Let go of what you cannot control. Focus on what you can. That is the foundation of true emotional detachment. Step 3. Redefine your source of validation. A lot of guys attach their self-worth to how a woman treats them. If she's loving and affectionate, they feel like kings. If she pulls away, they feel worthless. That's a dangerous way to live. Your value doesn't come from her, it comes from you. Imagine if every time a woman changed her mind about you, your self-esteem took a nosedive. You'd be on an emotional roller coaster for life. And let's be real, those things make people sick. Instead, start measuring your worth by something unshakable: your character, your actions, your principles. A Stoic doesn't rely on external validation. He knows his value regardless of what anyone else thinks. The strongest men in history, the ones who led nations, created empires, and left legacies, were not dependent on whether a woman approved of them or not. They built their worth based on their actions, their discipline, and their mindset. They knew that women, and people in general, come and go, but their character stays with them forever. So stop basing your confidence on whether or not she texts you back. Stop seeking validation from someone who doesn't appreciate you. Instead, validate yourself. Look in the mirror and remind yourself that your value is not determined by one person's feelings. When you stop depending on others to make you feel good about yourself, you become unstoppable. You gain a level of confidence that can't be shaken, no matter who walks in or out of your life. And that, my friend, is the true definition of power. Step 4. Rebuild your identity without her. When you've been emotionally invested in someone for a long time, it's easy to lose yourself in the process. Maybe you started shaping your identity around her, what she liked, what she wanted, how she saw you. But now that she's not valuing you anymore, it's time to shift your focus back where it belongs, on you. Think of your life like a house. If she was the foundation, then of course everything feels like it's collapsing. But a strong house doesn't rely on just one pillar. It stands on multiple supports: your passions, your goals, your friendships, your personal growth. Start rediscovering what makes you you. Pick up old hobbies you loved but might have neglected. Go to the gym and get in the best shape of your life. Work on your career, your ambitions, your personal growth. Become the kind of man who doesn't need external validation to feel worthy. The best revenge is not proving your worth to her. It's becoming a version of yourself so great that you don't even care about her validation anymore. When you rebuild your life without needing her approval, you take back all the power she once had over you. And that's when you truly win. Step 5. Reframe the experience. It's her loss, not yours. A woman who doesn't value you is not a loss. She's a lesson. She just showed you what kind of person doesn't deserve a front row seat in your life. And here's the funny part. When you truly move on, when you stop caring, that's usually when they start wondering where you went. But by then, you'll be too busy living your best life to care. Remember, the strongest man in the room is the one who doesn't need validation from anyone. That's the man who's truly free. And that's who you're becoming. Emotional detachment isn't about not feeling. It's about not letting your feelings control you. It's about standing tall, even when someone else lets you down. And most importantly, it's about knowing your worth and never begging for attention from someone who doesn't see it. So, if she doesn't value you anymore, fine. Let her go. Because at the end of the day, you're the prize. And any woman who can't see that, well, that's her loss, not yours. Now go out there, hold your head high, and live like the Stoic king you are. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe for more insights on relationships, psychology, and human behavior. Until next time, stay strong, stay wise, and most importantly, stay in control.